Hello everyone, and welcome to the Mega Mr. 46 show, which of course we will be talking about in the month of October. It's horror movies. Bro. And now here's your host, your very own Mega Mr. 46. Hey guys, and welcome to the movie review. When in October, we're gonna be talking about is horror movies. Because there's one thing I loved as a child is horror movies. But none of these horror movies are like that are far superior. None other than Universal monster classics. And today we're going to be talking about is Dracula. So, we're going to get to it. Alright, we're going to be talking about is the story. It's about how Dracula got into London. And of course, bit the necks of the two women. One who unfortunately did not make it. And the other one who was hypnotized under Dracula's spelling. And of course, she gets an encounter with Dracula's slave, who was in a mental institution, and of course, with the man, at sea, already been slain by Dracula, and of course got an encounter with her father, Dr. Silver, and none other than Van Helsing, Professor Van Helsing. And now we're gonna go to the cast and character. Alright, the cast of Dracula is, So, let's talk about, which is, of course, a horror. And, of course, the casts are Helen... Wait, hold on. Let me check the full cast. Helen Chandler as Mina Searer. John Harker, played by David Manners. Dwight Fry as Rainvale. Edward Van Sloan as Van Helsing. Frances Dade as Lucy Winston. And of course, Herbert Bunsen as Dr. Seward. I thought they did really fantastic to capture the fear and, the horrors. But the real MVP is none other than Dracula himself, Bela Lugosi. And like I say, nothing can match the Prince of Darkness. None other than Bela Lugosi. And I have to admit, that is really, really a classic, Just because we have some, Draculas, But although we can't be just talking about, Well, I was going to talk about the music, however, but we don't have the one from Philip Glass, because that was used in the 1997 that was used in 1990s at the 1990s with the remastered Dracula with music by Philip Glass. But however, this one has no Philip Glass in there. It's just silent. But the favorite scene. Well, it's a scene, you know. Those are wonderful scenes. I mean, you know, of the horror of the icon. But of course, the one that stood out the most was, of course, was Dracula approaching to, to Mina. That, of course, you know, and of course with some wolf bang, you know, but like I say, with fears of Dracula, like mirrors and crucifix, and of course wolfbane and daylight, because, you know, Dracula has a daylight. But the one that stood out the most is the one that killed him, is a wooden stake. And making sure that the 500-year-old is dead for good. No. Well, I mean, Castlevania took inspiration of it, and unfortunately Dracula been back from the dead. And again and again and again and again until 1999 will remain dead for good. But with Dracula, you know, it's all Halloween, because you can't have Dracula without, without his weaponry. Because all you have to do is, and I tried to whip it through the heart, but you can't. And of course, you had to whip it through the head. Of course, the head is the weakness, not the chest with the wooden stakes. Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about Castlevania. Back to the topic of the film. Of course, yeah, that was my favorite scene. Dracula's weaknesses. Even though there's been like some deaths in the film, just to be honest, because yeah, because, with some brides, But I'm still waiting on Frankenstein, however, so I could get a premium, so I can watch Frankenstein. But looks like I'm stuck with talking about, films. But that's pretty much, and I can't find the creature from the Black Lagoon. I can't find Wolfman. I can't find the Invincible Man. Well, not the one from 2020. The one from the 1930s or 40s. The one for the Golden Age. And those are classics. Range case of Dr. X. But although my final verdict on this, check it out on streaming on Peacock. But like I gotta say, this one's a 10 out of 10. And this one is an instant classic. Because I love horror movies, but nothing, no horror can outstand the universal classics. So I'm just gonna say, go ahead and check out Dracula. Alright guys, that's gonna do about it for me. And I love movies, and I will see you guys on the next movie review of October.